So yesterday we have discussed about a couple more functions where we are using this function to make some fields mandatory. When the contact method is some value, then we are making one field mandatory, other fields optional. And we have also worked on hiding the tabs. Okay, so here yesterday we tried to retrieve the option set. We are not getting the option set label name. Instead, what we get, option set value name. Okay, how we will get the values? So you can use this level up. If you go to any entity, let's say contact entity. So here we have some drop downs like contact method. uh, so in this entity, if we want to get the option set values name, click on this level up, click on show option set value. So what it will do, it will get all the option sets from CRM contact entity, and it will show in contact entity. This is the option set, option name, option value. So please remember, when we are working with option set, we need to use these values to check the conditions. If I want to set value, I should not pass the set value as email. I have to pass set value as 3 to set the phone. Okay, because label name can be a duplicate. I can create same label name for multiple options, but value will be a unique. So that's why we will be using value. So today we'll discuss about XRM toolbox, that everybody had downloaded the XRM toolbox, right? Anybody still need to install? I believe most of you have done that. So how we will connect XRM toolbox? We have to connect CRM from XRM toolbox. So once you extract the folder, the zip folder, you open that folder, you will see these files. You have to click on this XRM toolbox application format. Click on the XRM toolbox. Here we have different tools. So why we require these tools, I will discuss one by one. So as of now, today we are going to discuss about web resource tool. Now this is the XRM toolbox that we have opened. This is the home page. Now we have to connect our CRM. How we have to connect? So there is no connectors here. We can click on connect, click on new connection. So we have to use Microsoft login control. Click on open Microsoft login control. So now we are working on CRM online. So we can connect CRM from XRM toolbox for on-premise CRM, online CRM. On-premise is the on-premise, online is the Office 365. Select Office 365, click on display list of organization, show advanced. Once you click on, if you know the region, like where your CRM is created, India or US, APAC, Canada, you can select. If you press don't know also, that will be fine. Username, you have to enter your CRM username. This is my CRM username. I'll copy the username, I'll paste it here. Password. Click login. So once you click login, your credentials will be authenticated, and you will be able to you have to again enter the password. So I'll enter the password again. Click sign in. Okay. Now connection is validated. The connection was created successfully. If you want to save this connection, please provide name. So here you can give any name. My trial CRM. Okay. Now we are connected. So if you see here, we are connected to org 0426A50565 or 0246A565. We are connected to this organization. Now we have all these tools. Now we will discuss about web resource. Just search for web resource manager. So once the web resource manager, once you connect to CRM, once you open the web resource manager tool, you can click on CRM. You can click on load resources, web resources from specific solution. In CRM, we will be having lot of web resources. Web resources can be HTML, images, JavaScript files. So if we click on load web resources, it will load all the web resources from the CRM. Since we are maintaining our web resource, project web resource in solution, we will click on load web resource from specific solution. So here you can see all the unmanaged solution. We have lot of solutions in our CRM, right? 59. But out of 59, unmanaged are 2. So those 2 solutions we can see here. So we are managing our web resource in this solution. Select the solution, click OK. So this is the one JavaScript web resource that we have. Click on this file. Now you can see all your code. Okay. Now our requirement is we have connected our CRM from this tool. Now we will write one function. What function we will write? Now today we will see account name. So whenever account is selected like this, I want to show this account name as an alert. I want to show account name as an alert. Now tell me what I need to do. First function name show alert. First parameter that we need to use execution context. This is common. XRM form context is a common. Now tell me where I need to get the account name, right? So
form context dot get attribute.
okay, form where account name equals to form context dot get attribute of this is the name, account name, get attribute dot get value. Okay, Now we have stored this here. Now how to show the alert? If you search here, you will get it's a alert box. It's a normal alert. We should not use this alert. We'll use this xrm.utility.alert dialog. So xrm.utility.alert dialog is a function, is a code to show the alert. Okay. Now here in alert dialog, what we need to pass, what we need to do the success callback. Okay. So this is also a common function. Uh, if you see here, xrm.utility.alert dialog taking two parameters. One is a message that we need to show the message in the alert on close callback. Okay. So on close callback is again a function. It's required? No, it is not required. A function to execute when user press F. Okay. So alert will display the alert. When we have to close the alert, we have to press OK. On click of OK, if we need to execute, then we have to use this. As of now, we don't have this. What I'll do. So here as a message, what I need to pass? Account name. I will not pass this. Now I have to update this code. Instead of going to solution, opening the form properties and opening the web resource, what I'll do, I'll simply open this XRM toolbox, Control A, Control V. All the code is replaced. Control S will save the code. Control U will publish the code. Control save will save the code. Control U will publish the code in CRM. Let the web resource publish. Web resource is published. Let's open the form. Go to form properties. Why I am going to form properties? To register the function, not to update the JavaScript. Because we have updated the JavaScript from XRM toolbox. Now we have created this new function. I have to register this function. When I need to update, show the alert on account name, pass the execution, update the code, function name, click OK, OK, save, publish. Refresh the CRM. Okay, I'll click new. I'll give the first name, test demo contact. Okay. Here I will select account name, any value. If you see here, we are getting the alert, but it is showing as a object. Let me tell you, what is the lookup? Lookup shows other entity data.
Related entity data.
Entity data it will show. What data will have? For example, if I open this record, this is this record from which entity? L- Account entity. This is the record name in account entity. And every record will have the ID. If I open this particular record, if you see this, go to end, it's a record ID, account ID. So if I have this account ID, Graphic Design Institute, if I close this, if you want to open that particular record, then what you have to do, you have to again search. But if you have ID, what you will do, you can use this uh, level up. You can click on navigation, click on open by record, click on account entity, give the entity name account, and give the ID. Once you click OK, then your record with that ID will be open. If you see here, okay. So record contains record name, that record belongs to which entity, and record ID. Three properties it will contain. So lookup data will look, once you get the value from the lookup, it will be the object. What is object? Collection of data. Object is a collection of data. What data the object have? The lookup object have entity name, record name, record ID. Okay. Now, how to get the record name from this object? This get value, we are getting the object. We will check if condition, if account name, the object is not null. Account name is an object, account name is not equals to null, then it have the data. Object is not null means object have some data. And we will fetch that. We will create another variable where account record name, where our object presents in account name of array of 0 dot name. Okay. So if you want to get the ID of the record, you have to click on, I will create that as well. ID dot entity. ID entity. So here record name and set record ID entity name. I will create this variable. So now I will pass record name plus space plus I need to show record ID plus space you have to pass double quotes space plus I want to show entity name. I have updated this code. Now what I'll do, I'll just copy this code again. I will paste it here. Control A, Control V, Control S is saved, but it is not published. When you press Control U, it will publish the code in the CRM. Now let's go to our contact entity. Refresh. Click new. I'll directly try to change the account name field. Account name I'll select as Tray Research. Object. Why it is showing object? A record ID we are getting. Undefined we are getting. Why? Let's see. We are passing account name. Account name is the object here. Instead, we have to pass the record name. I will change this variable record name, entity name. Account names of entity is giving undefined. Let's see. Look up. Instead of entity, we have to pass entity type. Now I will update this entity type. Control A, Control C. Update the code. Control A, Control V, Control S, Control Q. Now the code is published in the CRM. Let's try. Click OK. Control F5. Now if I select any record, Tray Research. Now you see, first what we passed, record name. We are getting the name, record name, Tray Research. Then ID. This is the ID of this record. Then which entity of this record is account entity. If you doubt, just copy this grid, click OK, click on this level up, go to navigation, open by record, from account entity, paste the grid, click OK. Then the selected account record will be open. Try research. Is this clear? Option set will give the value of that label. Lookup will give the get value will give the object. What object contains? What is the lookup record data name, record ID, selected record ID, and the record from which entity. It will give three objects. Lookup will give three objects. If you want to get the name, you have to use this code. If you want to get ID, you have to use this code. If you want to get the entity from which the lookup data is showing, you have to use this code, entity type. And I'm passing all these variables in the alert. So if I select any other data, Graphic Design Institute, that's how it looks. Is this clear, everyone? Any questions? Let me know.
Where do we use array function?
Why we use array? Because if we want to get the selected record, array of zero will select the top. Top means the selected record. Okay. Array of 0 means the latest selected record. You will get to know when we start the C sharp coding why we use array. You will get to know. Array of 0 will take the selected value. For that selected value, we need to get the ID, we need to get the name, we need to get the entity type. Is this clear? Or any questions, doubts? Let me know, please. Sai Priya, Manikanta, Kirti, Karthik, any questions? Let me know.
As of now, clear, sir. While implementing, we'll let you know
Yeah, because I'm
if any
covering
doubts.
different topics, option set, lookup. Okay, try to practice. Because single line text, multiple line text, um, floating number, decimal number, currency, date and time will give exact data that we have entered. But lookup, option set, two options will give the different. Lookup will give object, get value for the lookup field will give the object, get value for the option set will give the value of that label, not the label name. Okay, two options will give either true or false. If you have edited at to male female or yes or no or enable or disable, whatever you change the label name for two options, it will give true or false. I will cover that as well. But as of now, any questions for lookup? No. Okay. Now
No, sir.
I will just explain the debugging of JavaScript. This is important. You will get this in interview. You will get the interview. You will get on the lookup also. If you use get value for the lookup field, what you will get? We have to say we will get object. Object have three properties. One property is the record name. One property is the record ID. One property is the entity name from of the record. Entity name of the record. Okay. Then we will start the debugging. Why debugging is required? So let's say your script is throwing error and you want to know where exactly you need to identify. Then debugging is the option. How to debug the JavaScript? First option is open developer tools. How you use developer tools? Either you click on F12 or click on three dots in the browser, then go to tools, more tools, then select developer tool. Here it will open the developer tool. Next, what we need to do, select Control plus P, search the web resource. P, place the debugger in the function. Finally, execute the event. What is execute the event? Let's say if we have registered the function on onload, just load the form. If we have execute, if you are trying to debug the onSave function, click on save button. Then save event will trigger. If we want to debug on change of field function, then change the value of that field. And then from here, as the Once you click on execute, debugger will hit. Where debugger hit? Wherever we place. Debugger will hit and we can press F10 to check line by line code. Just a second, please. Now, what is the first step? Open the developer tools. How? Click F12. I will press F12. This is the developer tools. The next step, Control P, and my JavaScript file name is SBI contact.js. Select the web resource. Okay, Control P, search the web resource and select it. The third one, place the debugger. Let's say now I want to debug set email function. Inside the function, when the function start from 2, I'll keep the debugger at line number 3 once the after function is started. Okay, when this function will execute, on save, what I'll do,
On save or on load?
on save. So I will enter the data in first name, Karthik. Okay, last name I will enter as M. Okay, I will save. Now if you see, we have executed the event. Then debugger will hit. The debugger is hitted here. From here, we need to press F10. I will press F10. It will go to next line. I will press F10 again. If I hover on the first name, the value is Karthik. Now I am debugging this line number 5. Press F10. This line is debugged. Last name is M. So we are getting correct values. So we are setting the value, first name as Karthik, last name as this, and last name. This is the press F10. So no errors in this function. If there is any error, then it will navigate to different page. Okay, so to make you understand what I'll do, I will, instead of entity type, I will just remove this type P, Control S, Control P, Control U, publish. I have removed type P, E. Let it publish. It's published. Control F5 to refresh the CRM. Because we have updated the code, to reflect the code in CRM, we have to refresh. We have to normally refresh. How it will work? When we press F5, refresh will work. That refresh will not work. You have to do the hard refresh, Control F5. Okay, now the first step is open the developer resource, Control P, search the web resource, select the web resource, place the debugger. See, E is removed. I want to debug it from here. When this will trigger on change of the account name, what I'll do, I will select any value, Coffee Lab APJ. Okay, now the debugger is hitted. Press F10. It will go to the next field. F10. What is the account name? Here we will get the object. Now Manikanta, if you see here, when I click on account name, it have 0 because it will take the selected value. Under 0, I have entity type, ID, name. So get value of 0 dot ID dot name dot entity type. So it is not equals to null. It will go inside the loop. It will get the name. What is the name? Just hover. This is the name. ID. This is the ID. When I press F10, this is giving as undefined. Undefined means it's not working here. This line is not working. When I press F10, it is executed. If you see here, it is giving as undefined. So now you come to know E is missing. You can press E, Control S, Control V. You can update and you can refresh it again. So these are the steps to debug. Please remember and try to debug the code to identify how the code is working, what values that the code is getting, and how the variables are storing the values. From JavaScript, you will get lot of questions. You will get what is the deprecated code in JavaScript, what you will get in the lookup, what if you want to set option set value, okay, how to debug the JavaScript. Okay, these are the questions. So you need to be very clear on this.